What's up? It's been a while. I thought I'd make a video. I actually recorded this video a month ago now, I think, and then I ran out of space and it stopped. So we'll try again. I'm a music booster president for a high school music program, and I'm a part of a Facebook group for music boosters. And both of those things are very well. Being a booster leader, regardless of role, and president specifically for me, is incredibly rewarding. I get a lot of fulfillment from doing that, from serving, from being helpful, from being um, having value to others' joy, and to helping the kids get access to the things that they need or want to have the best experience they can have while in high school band. And one of the messages or questions posted probably every couple days on the Facebook group for music boosters is, how do we get people to volunteer? How do we get more parents involved? And it's so frustrating. Or some version of, why don't more people, and how do we get more people? I'm going to give a couple pointers from my perspective and what I've done for the past 5 years. I'm on year 5. If we don't have the people to do the thing, we may not be able to do the thing, and that needs to be okay. Whatever that thing is, whether it's hosting a competition, whether it's getting to a competition, whether it's whatever that thing is, a specific event, fundraiser, or whatever, just may not happen because we don't have the manpower, the person power to do it. And the sooner I can accept that, communicate the need, but also the freedom to people, I think offering people the freedom to say no does, in effect, give them more liberty to say yes. They feel free to do what they want to do, and they are more want to do it than not. I don't have any data on that. I got no scientific anything to prove it. I know from my own experience as a volunteer, there's been times when I've wanted and asked to volunteer and was not given access, that interest was not received and then pursued and developed. It was just kind of left, which made me feel unwelcome, right? So whenever someone reaches out, I try to acknowledge that, try to find space for them. So that there's a flip side of that coin. So there's the freedom to let something not happen, and there's the freedom to let someone take control of that thing. So let's say I find someone who's going to do a thing, whatever that thing is. It's going to lead a fundraiser, lead an event, lead an activity, whatever. I need to be able to give them the freedom to run that the way they want to do it, and be okay with them doing it the way they're doing it. Not micromanage it, not overly criticize it. My job is to make sure it's happening in a way that's appropriate, but I'm not going to, if I get too involved in over managing something, or over criticizing, or my go-to approach for something, we do concessions at our football games. My go-to approach is kind of, I'll ask the questions, I'll give the ideas, share what's worked, share what hasn't worked, share what I think we could do to do better, to do more, and then let it go. And that's been incredibly freeing for me. I hope that it's been helpful to them, that they felt supported, that I'm willing to fall under their leadership, but also lead where necessary on that topic or that issue. I think it works. I've only had 3 people run concessions in my 5 years, one for 1 year, and then one for 3 years, and one for 1 year. So, well, there was a year in there where I ran it. So, sorry, it was one for 1 year, then me, then one for 2 years, and now I have another parent. So, yeah, my leadership style is that of servant leadership. So not afraid to just serve. So hold things loosely in your hand. Be okay with something not working out or something failing, or doesn't mean you have to just accept failure, but be okay with something failing. Be okay with something not happening and learning from that and trying to find ways to get something else to happen or something else to work out. Do it differently than you did it before. So that's something I do a lot. So number one, hold things loosely. That will help maintain your attitude, keep you open, keep you grateful, keep you hopeful, keep you relaxed. Because a relaxed leader from a volunteer perspective is one that you want to more likely follow. I don't really want to follow somebody who's going to come in and boss me around, or is going to over criticize, over analyze everything I do. You're not going to want to do that. So be okay with something failing. Give people the power to make decisions. Share your thoughts, opinions, and perspective and what you do know works, and then give them the freedom and the ability and support them in doing it the way they want to do it. If they want to do it differently, fine. Do it differently. Maybe their way will work. Just because it worked this way for this long and we did well doesn't mean that way can't work and do better. So number 2 is a very practical thing, and that's break your tasks and your events and your jobs, whatever it is you're doing, into as many chunks as possible that you can manage, that you can supervise or delegate or find volunteers for. Break it into chunks. Give people multiple points of access to volunteer. Whether that's, I'll use our most recent home competition as an example. This year I added in on the sign up Genius for donations, I added in sponsor a pizza, sponsor a pack of burgers. I said, here's another way you can give. You can't make mac and cheese because you're too busy or you don't have the resources or whatever. Give us $10 and we'll buy a pizza, right? Offset the cost of the pizza to us, right? Because that $10 turns into $24. So that's a great way to support the organization and multiply your giving. Buy a pizza, we sell it $3 a slice, 8 pieces a pizza, that's $24. If I give you $10, I paid $10 for the pizza, I made $14. I made $22 because 8 times 3 is my math. 24. I made $14. I more than doubled my donation, right? Because I gave it towards that specific thing. So give people a variety of ways. Hey, I need someone to pick up the thing and take it to a place. Pick up that and take it over there. Or I need someone to order this and then someone else will pick it up because they don't have the time to order it because they work here, but you have the time to, like that. Find ways for people to work together to get things done. So that's number 2. So number 1, hold things loosely, give people the freedom to fail, hold events and hold the activities that you're doing loosely, and don't be afraid to let something fail or not happen, because perhaps that's the opportunity for us to learn from that, grow from that, for us to do something different or better in the future. So That's number one. Number two, give people a variety of ways to access supporting the organization through monetary, material, or time donations. Value all of them equally because they all have value. Every single one of them has tremendous value. Someone else is, you know, a lawyer who makes whatever dollars an hour. I don't even know. Let's just use a hypothetical of $120. I have no idea. That's probably not right. Let's just say they make $120 an hour. That person's time is incredibly valuable. Incredibly valuable. And when they give that time to you, that's quite the gift. Okay? I've had parents apologize for not doing more because they couldn't. Well, you can do more. You do what you can. So number three. So number one, hold things loosely. Number two, let people lead, let people fail, let people do things the way they think is best. Number two, give people a variety. Number three, give people a variety of ways to access or help in the group. Number four is think the best of people. I honestly believe that most parents, the larger than 51% majority of parents, of guardians of these kids, and parents of these kids, do the best they can and give when they can. I don't think that the majority of these people are selfish. I don't have any idea, so I just choose to think the best of them. I choose to assume the best of them, which helps me be more friendly. It helps me be more relaxed. It helps me be more encouraging. It helps me express more gratitude, more thankful. So that's what I have. Hold things loosely. Don't be afraid to let something fail. Give people chances to succeed and fail on their own. Share the knowledge that you have and the leadership experience and practical knowledge that you have, but let people lead. Empower them to make the decisions that they think are best. Give people a variety of ways to plug in and support however they can. And lastly, assume the best of people. Assume the best of people. People do the best they can. They give what they can. They do what they can. And number five, be grateful. Consistently, always, sincerely, be grateful. Thank you for doing that. I really appreciate it. Thank you for helping us. Thank you for making that. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for making that. Thank you for bringing your child here. Okay? Maybe the only thing you can do is get your child here, because you got too much other things going on. I don't know what you're doing. So I'm going to assume you do the best you can, and the best you can do right now is get your child here. Thank you for getting your child here so that they can participate in this great activity. Yeah, so that's what I got. Those 5 things. Someday I'll write a little post somewhere. Short article maybe. Maybe I'll start a blog or I don't know, Substack or something, and just start writing about that. Because it's just how it works for me. Everyone has a different leadership style. Everyone's not me. I'm not everybody else. You're not me. I'm not you. You might need to do something different. That's fine. But this is what works for me, and it might work for you too. I think it's pretty workable if you're able, number one, you're able to hold things loosely. Able to hold things loosely and not not freak out over potentially something failing. Because failure, we learn from our failures, right? Having a growth mindset, we learn from our failures. Bonus, get other groups to help your group. And thank them for it. Give them my example would be for us. We have the local Boy Scout troop. They manage our burger stand. We've had home show for 4 out of my 5 years. They've had that covered for all 4 years that we've had a show. They show up, they have their trailer, we use their cooler, we use their soda coolers sometimes, we use their utensils sometimes, like they have crap in their trailer that we don't have. handy sometimes, and they use their own things, and then taking care of it, and we give them a little money back to help them out. So that's a great way to build connections in the community. Find out what kids in the band are in Scouts, what kids who are in the bands are in National Honor Society, what kids in the band are in cross country. You get the cross country booster club to come out and support your event, your fundraiser, and then you do the same for them. So yeah, build community. That's all I got.